Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. We got the watch list pulled up today. These are stocks and cryptocurrencies. We are going to be taking a look at some charts today, and we're going to be pinpointing where we want to be entering and where we want to be exiting. Today is September 4th. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, NVIDIA. We got a bunch of things to go over on our watch list. So we're going to be scanning for setups in this video and looking for some entries to see if we can't just make some money. I hope everybody is doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And we're going to get right to it. First things first, if you guys are new to the channel, we are long-term investors. We focus now briefly on a monthly chart. We use the monthly and the daily chart. So the monthly chart is one of the largest time frames that you can look at in an aspect of a crypto or a stock. So ideally, we use our trading indicator here on this channel. And what we like to do is we like to buy the green dots and we sell the red dots. So the indicator pretty much tells us when to buy and sell. And we use this on a monthly time frame. So the reason we use the monthly time frame is because it has the most data. Okay, I'm looking at a chart of Bitcoin here, and you can see the last time to buy Bitcoin, right? We want to buy when this blue wave is down here, giving us a green dot. Okay, we want to buy during this time, okay, not way up here. And you can see throughout time, this is a chart of Bitcoin that goes all the way back to 2013. So the best time to buy Bitcoin was right here, and right here. And you can see that because the price was cheap. So when this blue wave is down here, that just indicates the price is cheap. We've been oversold to the downside. Oversold just means there has been a lot of pressure to the downside, a lot of selling. There's just been a big, massive sell-off. As you can see back here in 2018, this was the top of the bull market. It hit 20,000, and then it sold all the way off to 3,000. So that dip is normally our opportunity of where we want to strike. And you can see that buying opportunity came there in 2019. It also came back here in 2023. This was the most recent buying opportunity. We called this out on the channel if you guys were around, but you could see that green dot, boom, came in January 2023. The price of Bitcoin was 18,000. It went all the way up to 75, and we have just recently got a red dot on Bitcoin back in June. So what we're doing on Bitcoin right now is we're simply just waiting for that dot to flip back to green. Okay, the green dots are our entries, the red dots are our exits. So the market right now is very, very volatile, but the overall view for us as long-term investors who focus on a monthly chart, okay, we're not day traders. We're not looking to trade the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1-minute chart. We're looking to put our money to work, and we want the direction to be in our favor. How do we know when the direction is in our favor? It is when we are green, right? If we want to be buyers, if we want to be buying assets, we want the monthly dot has to be green. Okay, that is part of our trading rules over here. Okay, it has to be green. The monthly chart has to be green. Okay, we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. Simply put, green means buy and red means sell. Okay, so we focus on a monthly and a daily chart. So explaining that on Bitcoin here, okay, the last dot is red, so we are not buyers of Bitcoin. We do not buy, we do not go long on assets until the last dot is green. It's simple as that. And why is that? Because simply it puts the direction in our favor. I like to explain it as the monthly chart, you're aiming. Okay, if you're a soldier and you're aiming your gun, okay, you want to get on the target. Before you can shoot, you want to be on target, right? So in order to be on target, you have to wait. You have to aim, wait for the green dot, boom. That came in January 2023. That was a 250% move, almost 300% move that you made there off that monthly dot. So what we're doing on all the assets, right? We have a huge watch list that we watch. Okay, look at all these stocks. Okay, so what we look for in these assets is the day, right? We want the month that it flips green. You can see Robinhood here has flipped red. Okay, Amazon is red. So right now, what we're doing, instead of thinking about going long and taking long positions, we're looking for shorts on these names with red dots. So what a short is you're actually, it's like buying a put. You are placing your entry saying that the price is going to go down. This is a great example of NVIDIA. We called this one out. It was, I believe, on the 30th or the 31st. Okay, you could see August had a red dot, right? We called this short position out right here. So this was August 27th. So once we see the dot on the monthly chart, once we get that red dot on the monthly chart, we can then zoom into the daily and we can look for a short position. So the short position I took on NVIDIA was right here on the 27th. That was when NVIDIA was at 129. Why did I take that short position? Because simply put, right, I seen the monthly chart showing a red dot, which indicates we're going to be going down for the coming months, okay, for the coming months. So I had to zoom into the daily, and I looked for a bounce here and a red dot on the daily. So if you can line up the monthly and the daily dots, that is what you're trying to do, right? You want the whale to be swimming in your direction, okay? How you trade with the trend is you buy based on what the dot is telling you on the monthly chart. If the monthly chart is green, the smart money, okay, the smart money in the whales, the people who you want to be trading with, is going up. When it's red, we're going down. So again, not financial advice, do your own research, but this is a macro-based investment strategy, and no investment strategy is 100%, guys. I want to be very, 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 very clear. But what I can tell you is the more patience that you have, the more successful you're going to be in investing and trading. Okay, so how do you be more patient than everybody else? You simply trade a monthly chart. Okay, you simply trade a monthly chart because the monthly chart tells you all the data. Each one of these bars is 1 month's worth of time. So if you're willing to wait, right? Look at NVIDIA here. You were getting in on the green dot back here in December at $13. That thing went all the way up to $136 in a year. Okay, this was 2023. It's 2024 now. Okay, 1,000% gain. That means if you put in $10,000 here, you now have $100,000. Okay, so that is what we're looking for. Is it the best time right now, do you think, to take a long position on NVIDIA? Absolutely not. No, it is not. And that's why we are shorting NVIDIA. We shorted NVIDIA right there. So where I'll look to exit NVIDIA is when I get a green dot down here on the daily chart, right? So once the daily flips back to green, that's when I want to exit my short position. But until that happens, I am short NVIDIA. And it's simply just because we have a red dot on the daily and we have a red dot on the monthly. Okay, so that indicates to me the price is going down. Okay, and if NVIDIA comes down here to 50 bucks, this might be a really, really good trade, turn out to be a really, really good trade. So that's the strategy. And then the same thing with the green dots. So if you're shorting, right, you want it to be red on the monthly and red on the daily. You want to enter the day that you get that red dot on the daily chart after you get the monthly red. Does that make sense? Monthly red, aim, okay, aim, okay, you got the red, okay, and then you fire once you get the one on the daily. So it's aim, wait for the dot, okay, if you're going long on NVIDIA, you got to wait for the green dot to come back, right? You want to wait for this to come back. This is the move we're trying to catch. We're not trying to catch a little wussy pump, right? We want a big run up. So after something runs up 900%, normally there's people taking profits, right? The whales who are buying down here, who I like to refer to as smart money. And if you guys aren't in the Discord, the link is down in the description and pinned in the comments section below. But the smart money, these are the trillionaires, the billionaires, the people who run the hedge funds. These are the people that you want to be buying with, right? You want to be loading up when they're loading up. They're loading up after a major dip, after a major 60 to 70% dip on a monthly chart, right? This is what they're trading. That was a 60% drop from 36 all the way down to 12. Green dot came, there was your entry, boom. This thing ripped all the way up. So as long as the last dot is green on the monthly chart, we're bullish. As long as it's red, we're bearish. We are not buying or going long on anything that has a red dot. We are shorting things that have a red dot. So for example, Ethereum is red. We called the red dot out in July. Okay, Bitcoin is red. We called the red dot out in I think that was the same time in June. Okay, Solana, red dot. Okay, so I don't want to be buying, right? We don't want to be buying anything, any crypto, any stock, unless the dot is green. Okay, unless you're shorting. So if you're shorting Solana, you want to be shorting these pumps. Okay, you want to be taking shorts on these pumps. And with the way the market's looking still, we're still overall bearish buyers. Look at the SPY. This is the S&P 500 is red. This is the top 500 stocks in the stock market. So you see it has a red dot there in August. Okay, it had another one back here in September around the same time. Okay, we're just getting into the month of September, And we hit that, and we had this big, massive sell-off over the next year. So again, I'm not trying to cause doom and gloom here. Okay, I'm just simply telling me what this AI indicator is indicating. And it has been right throughout time. It's been right more than it's been wrong. Okay, you can see Bitcoin, the best time to buy is down here. Are we down here right now? Absolutely not. We're way up here. So the best thing we can do if we're trying to go long on any of these assets is either short, okay? Short when you get a big pump on the daily, right? If you get a big pump like you got here on Bitcoin, we pumped all the way up to 65. Great time to enter a short, okay? The stochastic RSI on our trading indicator was up at the white dotted line. Okay, we were at 65K. Everyone's all getting excited off this little pump. What do? They flush it down. Why is that? It's because the smart money is getting out. The smart money is selling their shares right now. BlackRock and them, they're selling right now, folks. They're not up here buying. They were buying down here at 18, 20K. So I'm expecting a sell-off of Bitcoin back down here to 37 to tap this light blue line. You can see that's normally where price corrects into. You can see it corrected back here in 2018 into that same line. It then pumped up. It corrected into it there in COVID, pumped up, corrected back into it here in November of 2022. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to come back down here and tap this blue line over the next year or so. Okay, and that'll be 36K. That's where I'd be more interested in buying Bitcoin. I don't want to buy Bitcoin up here. I don't know about you guys. You guys that are forever holders and you're going to hold till it hits 350 million like all the experts are saying that it's going to hit, all the power to you. Right? I'm trying to just play the dips, okay, on the monthly chart. I want to buy down here because the last time Bitcoin was down here, right, the price was obviously cheap. It was cheap back here and it was cheap back here. Up here, expensive, okay? Up here, expensive, okay? Expensive, okay? I'm not saying we can't reverse, but all I'm saying is I want to wait, right? We want to wait for a green dot to come back before we get back into our positions in crypto on Solana, Ethereum, because the trend is down right now, guys. It's not up. We've been going down over the last 3 months. That's why the candles are red. So if we can get a big, massive sell-off like this, that's going to flush everybody out of the market, and that'll be our opportunity, right? And that's what we're waiting for. And the good thing about being a part of the Discord over here in Overkill Trading, you guys can join the Discord here, and you guys actually get the alerts. Okay, so when Bitcoin prints a green dot on the monthly chart, we're going to notify you. And you can see we got 4 that went off this week. SoFi, Shopify, Berkshire Hathaway, and MasterCard, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. I want to go over the watch list for you guys and hit your guys' chart requests. So let's start here at the top, the SPY. This is the S&P 500. Again, it's red. So we're not looking to take any longs. If anything, we're looking to short. And where we're looking to short is on the red dots when the blue wave is up here now on the daily chart. Because when you got the monthly dot, when you know which direction the whale is swimming, right? And when it's red, the whale is swimming down, okay? Price is going down, okay? You want to zoom into the daily and you want to fire, right? Aim on the monthly, fire on the daily. The daily dots give you the best day you could buy and sell. So if it's red, this is the best time to take a short or sell your position. When it's green, this is the best day to take a position, right? Right there on SPY, you could have bought at 522, thing ripped all the way up to 563. This is when we're placing our entries, okay? The green dots, okay? And then the red dots, we're either selling or shorting. So I'd be shorting the SPY here, okay? And then if it breaks back over, 565, okay? That'd be obviously a breakout, but that is what is called a double top. A double top is when we come up, we hit a level, we reject off it, we come back, we hit the same level, and we reject off it. And that's the exact pattern that's playing out here. So we'll see where that green daily comes. But again, the monthly is red. So we are shorting that. Bitcoin, again, still red. We're looking for shorts on the daily chart, waiting for that monthly dot to flip back to green. Okay, we do not buy, go long if the dot is green. It's just a rule we have here on the channel. If the dot is red, I'm sorry. Solana is still red, so that thing's still moving down. QQQ, this is the tech sector. Okay, what color is the dot? It's red. So we're expecting tech to sell back off here. Maybe back down in here to the blue line like it did back here, back in 2022. Okay, this has been a good run up. It's been a great market, but it's time now where the smart money is going to start taking profits. And when smart money starts taking profits, okay, that is up here in this area. That is up here in this area on our cheat sheet. This is when smart money is taking profits. This is when they want you guys to be buying. That's why you see all the news media, right? Everyone's bullish. Everyone's saying Bitcoin's going to go to $350,000 by the 2024. And they're feeding you all this garbage because they want you guys, the retail. Unfortunately, I don't like to call us this, but we're the sheep, right? They want us to be buying when the prices are very expensive. And they want to be selling it to us up here because they can't sell us their bags that they bought down here unless we buy them up here. There always has to be a buyer and there always has to be a seller. So right now, smart money, in my opinion, is taking profits on tech. Okay, you're seeing that with the sell-off on NVIDIA. Okay, you got the red dot here on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is down 20% off of where I took the short position. Okay, I took the short off of this red dot on the daily, again, simply because I saw the monthly there and then just zoomed into the daily. Right? Zoomed into the daily, got the perfect day to take a short. The perfect day to take a short was that red dot. Okay, and now we're selling off. That has already sold off 20%. So I'm expecting more of a sell-off in tech. That's NVIDIA, the largest company in the world. And apparently they just got a lawsuit filed against them from the Department of Justice. So that's never a good thing. Ethereum, again, still red here. Still red, so just simply waiting for the monthly to flip back to green to take a long. Okay, and it's going to come. I don't know when it's going to come. It might be January, February, March. It might even be next month. We don't know. What I do know is that our indicator will call it out over here inside the Discord. If you guys don't have the indicator and you guys want to use it for yourselves, you guys can get that down here under the trading indicator tab inside the Discord. And then here's SQQQ. So SQQQ is the inverse ETF of QQQ. If you guys know QQQ, this is the tech sector. So this is like, when you buy QQQ, it's like you're buying Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA, Microsoft, pretty much all the big tech companies, right, into one ETF. They mix them all into one ETF. So when this thing is red, that tells you that the market is going to, right, potentially pull back. So when the QQQ starts going down, SQQQ goes up. So you can see this thing's actually been moving up this week because we've been selling off. It had a nice pump there all the way up to 12. It sold off. Okay, and now it's going back up. So with this thing going up, that tells me that the market, right, the SPY and the QQQ are going down. The trade right now is to be short. Okay, and I told you guys, I only have two positions I'm holding right now. One is FUBU. And why am I holding FUBU? Well, simply because I got a green dot called out here on the monthly chart in August. Okay, that was a monthly dot. I'm bullish on the company. Okay, I think they're either going to get bought out or they're going to grow their company. I think they're one of the best TV applications to have if you're a sports fan. They get all the sports. I've never seen an application like it. So I'm thinking either Netflix or Disney or one of the big players is either going to buy them out because literally they're only like a $300 million company or something like that. Like this is a penny stock. Okay, it's $1.73. I identified the green dot down here in August. And today, I actually took my position. I called that out over here inside the Discord under the trades as well. Okay. And you can see the green candle. I didn't get the green dot, but I got a green candle on the Hikashi, which means we're breaking out over the highs. So my stop loss on this is 160. It's actually 155. I set it a little bit below, but I'm placing my bet here. Okay. You can call it a bet. You can call it an investment because I got the macro signal down here. Okay. On the monthly chart. So this thing has a lot of meat on the bone. I mean, back to the 200 up there, or back to the 50 is all the way at $30. So that'd be a 1,700% move. That'd be great. And again, I took my entry based on the first green candle. If this entry is correct, okay, if this green candle is confirming that we are going higher here, okay, 160 should not break. So my stop loss is 160, okay, and the risk to reward to the downside. So I'm risking 3% to the downside, right? If that breaks, I'm just going to sell it and maybe re-enter right here at 50. Okay. So I'm risking 3% to make, right? If we come back up here and touch the 50, that's a 1,700% move. So you're risking 4% to make 1,700% potentially. Okay. So that's the whole idea behind trading because we're focused on a monthly chart, right? We're thinking this wave's going to come back up here, right? From here to here, 10 all the way up to 60. That was a 600% move. You're not going to get moves like that on the 5-minute chart. You're only going to get moves like that on the monthly, right? So we're focused on the monthly chart. Again, if I get a green dot on the monthly, that means I want to be looking to buy. I want to be looking to snipe. I'm looking at myself as a sniper, right? The monthly chart, we're aiming, aim. Once we get the green dot, boom. That's when we can look to pull the trigger. But when the green dot came on the monthly, you could see it was all the way up here at $2. Where was the wave on the daily? The wave was way up here and giving you a red dot. So we had this pullback, right? We had a pullback from 220 all the way down to 160. So just because we see a monthly dot right away doesn't mean we jump into the position. We got to be smart about it. Okay, we got to be smart and now use a daily chart. Wait for a little pullback. This wasn't a little pullback. This was like a 40. How big was that? 20, 30%? About 25% pullback there. Okay, so now it pulled back 25%. Boom, I'm in on the first green candle or on the first green dot. That's my FUBU position, and I told you guys about my NVIDIA position. Those are the only two things I'm currently holding right now. And again, I'm short on NVIDIA. I'm not buying NVIDIA up here. I don't want to buy anything up here ever on the monthly chart. I want to buy when it's down here. Look where FUBU is. FUBU is down here. This is where I want to be buying. Okay, Tesla, we're watching closely. Tesla has a green dot on the monthly. It's one of the only big tech stocks, whatever you want to call it, that has a monthly green dot. And you can see we got the green dot yesterday on the daily chart. So we had the monthly confirmation back here. That was in July when everyone was super excited about it, right? Everyone was super hyped about it up here at 270. It sold all the way off. There was your opportunity to strike on Tesla right there in August. Okay, you were buying it at 195. It pumped all the way up to 227. Okay, our stochastic, right? The light blue line hit the white dotted line. That's typically where you want to look to take profits if you're looking to trade it on a daily chart. And then once again, rinse and repeat. We got the green dot yesterday on Tesla. The level I'm watching on that is right there at 209. 209, we're bullish over that level. And again, the last dot is green on the monthly. So I'm bullish on Tesla, looking for positions. I almost took one today, but I liked FUBU better. Here's Zcash. Zcash is actually really interesting as well because it has a green dot. This is one of the only cryptos I see with a green dot on the monthly chart besides AVE. But this one's actually interesting, pulling back here into the 200 EMA. We're just waiting on that green dot confirmation or a green candle. But this one is on the watch list. This is Zcash. Again, monthly dot green. Wonderful. Let's zoom into the daily and look for the same thing here on the smaller time frames. You can see this green dot back here in June 2024. It had a little sell-off there, but it printed another green one right there. After that sell-off at 18, it ripped all the way up to 50. That was 150, 200% move right there on Zcash. So now we're experiencing a pullback, right? A big 40, 50% pullback here to 28. Again, all we need is that green dot confirmation on Zcash. That's one of my favorite plays right now there on Zcash. I like Tesla too. And APPS, this is Digital Turbine. I'm actually not 100% sure about what these guys actually do. But what I do know is that their dot is green on the monthly there. So again, we're in here on the daily chart, looking for the green dot on the daily to take an entry. Okay, so I don't know where that's going to come, but we want that confirmation. We either want the first green candle or the green dot on the daily to take our entry. But as long as the last dot is green on the monthly, okay, we're bullish on the name. And this is another penny stock, I believe, that had a massive pullback from 117 all the way down here to $2.80. I have no idea what these guys do, but that was a massive, massive move up to 100 and a pullback all the way. That's a 95% pullback. So massive pullback. Watching this one like a hawk for a green dot. Those are my top three picks. Here's Novak's also green here on the monthly chart. Okay, nice big move up. Wonderful. Buyers are stepping in. Smart money's stepping in. Let's get on the daily here and let's look for some entries. So the level to watch on this, we always set our stop loss at the bottom of the candle. We get the green dot on there. Okay, 1128 is the stop loss. Okay, so call it 11. Just call it like 1120. 1120 on the stop loss on Novak's, but we're watching that one. You could even be in here on the hourly. It had a big move up this morning and then sold off really hard. So that's another one we're watching very closely. And then here's Rare, also another cryptocurrency, very small market cap coin. If you guys are part of the Discord over here, you actually have access to the research tool. So what you could do is you could type in /info, and then you could type in your ticker. So this is super rare. This is a cryptocurrency tradable on Coinbase. And it will actually tell you all the details about the coin. You can see the market cap. You can see how much it's up in the past month, in the past year, in the past day, the total supply, and the volume. And normally it has a description, but I think this is such a new coin, it doesn't even have a description yet, which is fine. But all we know is it's a very low market cap coin. Again, what do we got? We got a green dot on the monthly, on Rare. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a pullback, which is what we're getting, and a green dot. We want the green dot, just like we got right there in August. Okay, that is what we are looking for. Again, as long as it's green on the monthly, we are bullish on the name. Okay, and rare is another really good looking coin there. I'm going to move that one up above APPS. I'd be looking to enter on the daily green dot. Now, I don't call out the daily dots inside the Discord anymore just because I feel like people get overwhelmed. We only call out the monthly. If you guys want to set up alerts for yourself on these daily charts, okay, all you got to do is right click on the indicator, hit add alert, and select the small green dot. Okay, the small green dot here, and then you could set it to either only once or once per bar. I do it once per bar. Okay, if you're doing a daily, you really only need to do it once just so you're notified when that green dot comes. But if you're like me, you normally check the charts at least once a day. So I got my watch list here, and I'm always looking for entries and opportunities based on these dots. Again, all our strategy is based on this indicator. I feel like it's a very simple strategy that works and has worked in the past very, very well. And we're just here trying to capitalize. So rare is on the watch list, and we're looking for the green dot on the daily there. That thing's looking really, really good. Here's AVE. AVE is super volatile right now, but we called this green dot out back here in August. Beautiful call out. We actually ended up trading this. I traded this for, I think it was a 25% gain. Okay, we had the monthly chart here give us the green dot. Okay, so then boom, guess what? Paying attention to the daily. What did we look for? The monthly dot came like right up in this area at 118. It actually sold off on that big pullback. We got all the way down to 76 there, but it pulled back. What did we get right here? Green dot. Your entry was on this candle right here. Okay, boom, $95 stop loss. Okay, and it ripped all the way up to 150, folks. That's a 50% gain right there. Okay, following this strategy, a 54% gain, and we're consolidating right here with big volume today. Big volume today, up 15%. So that is the strategy in a nutshell, folks. Okay, green on the monthly, great. Add it to the watch list. Now we check it daily, or we just set an alert up for a daily dot. That's where we take our position, and that's where we write it out. That was a massive trade. I ended up selling like at 123, like right in this area right here, 123, 124, and it went up to 150. I'm never trying to time the top. Okay, we never try to do that as traders. Never try to time the top. You want to sell before the top. So I was happy with a 25, 30% move. Now I can look for a pullback and a green dot and get another entry. But this thing's consolidating really, really nicely here above 114. Big move today, 15% up. I'm not buying names up 15% on the day. I want to buy names down 15% on the day on my watch list because, again, we're just trading the monthly chart, folks. We're looking at the monthly chart, and I think AVE can absolutely explode. I think AVE's got a lot of potential. Okay, I'll be watching. I'm watching like a hawk for the next green dot, but those are from my watching close from last week. So these are like my top picks from last week. Let's see if we got anything inside of these ones down here. So if it's on the green list, if it's on the green list here, it has a green dot on the monthly chart. And I actually share this list with you guys over here inside the Discord as well under this watch list tab. So you guys can always reference this for yourself if you want to. But Rivian here is, they are an electric car maker. They have a green dot on the daily or on the monthly. So we're in here on the daily now. You can see it's red here. It got rejected off the 50. So that doesn't look very good. I would not be looking to take a position again until we came back down here and gave some green dots. Again, I'm a little skeptical about the stock market right now. I don't think some of these big names are going to perform very well. Here's JNJ. Okay, this one also has a monthly dot here. So I think the healthcare sector could potentially perform well over the next couple of months as tech is selling off. When tech sells off, people take their money out of tech stocks and they put it into other assets, either like crypto or either a different industry, like the healthcare industry. So J&J, right, has a green dot on the monthly, and now the daily chart is just ripping. So what I'm looking for on J&J is a pullback into one of our moving averages. Okay, I want it to pull back either into the 50 EMA or the 200 EMA. And if you guys do purchase the trading indicator over here inside the Discord, you actually get everything that we use on our charts here. Everything that I'm talking about on the charts, I'm talking about the EMAs. You get the 9, the 50, and the 200, and all the red and green dots and everything you need to get started when you get that. It's just a loadout. It loads right into your TradingView account. And you're able to use it for yourself. So J&J looks good. I like the monthly dot on the chart. Right, it's green, which tells me the whales are swimming up. The wave is way down here. Right, that's a great time to be looking for entries, right? J&J now, we just need this wave to pull back down here again and give us a green dot. And I think that's weeks, maybe even months out, right? The move is already happening. So we're looking for pullbacks now, and we're just not there. Roblox, on the other hand, also green here on the monthly chart. Okay, Roblox is a gaming company, super popular among kids. Okay, every kid I know plays Roblox. So we got the monthly green dot, right? We got the monthly setup. Okay, monthly charts pointing up, green candles. We love to see it. Now we look at the daily and we look for that pullback. So it recently had a red dot on the daily. So we're waiting for that thing to flip back to green on the daily. That's where we will take our position. So what I can do is I can set up an alert for myself, right? I'm going to use the small green dot here on the indicator, and I'm just going to use a buy circle and create. So now I'm going to get an email when the dot prints green. Okay, when the dot gets back to green, I'm going to be able to see that, and I'll be able to take my position. Okay, I want to take the entry off of a moving average, though, like the 50. So if this pulls back to like $40, it gives me a green dot, I'll be buying it. Okay, I'll be looking for an entry on that. So I am actually going to move this one up to watching close because I think we're pretty close to getting a green dot. I think it's going to come in the next couple of weeks there on the daily. Here's Match.com. If you guys aren't familiar, I used to be a user of this. Unfortunately, this is Tinder and a bunch of dating apps, very popular today among the younger crowd. Good thing I'm getting married in 10 days, so I don't got to worry about that anymore. But I still think that they have a business here that makes money, that will continue to make money, because it's just how people meet today, not how I met my wife or my soon-to-be wife. But you know what I'm saying, right? You guys know what I'm saying. Match.com. And they're making money. You guys could see their earnings. They actually beat on their earnings. Okay, they made $5.4 million last quarter. So what do we see on Match.com? We see a green dot on the monthly chart. We're trying to reverse here. So what I'm looking for, once again, is a daily chart to pull back down here to maybe one of these moving averages and give me a green dot. We need the green dot for the entry on the daily now that we have the one on the monthly. So the monthly is our aim. Okay, we're aiming. We're on the target. And in the daily, we're going to fire. You actually could have entered right here. Back in August 15th, that was at $34. It pumped all the way up to 38. That was about a 10 to 12% move there. Could have took profits on the stochastic right there. So again, the thing I'm trying to get across to you guys, the most important thing is I want you guys to trade with the direction. Okay, how do you know which way the direction is going? It's super, super easy. Like it's literally not rocket science. This alone will improve your guys' trading by like 10x if you guys can just master this one skill. Do not buy anything. Okay, do not go long on anything if it has a red dot on the monthly chart. Okay, Bitcoin, you guys should not even be in a Bitcoin position right now. You guys should not be holding Bitcoin right now. You should be waiting for that dot to flip green. A lot of people freak out and they think they're going to miss the move, right? But when that green dot comes, that's when the move is just starting, okay, on a monthly chart. The move just starts when you get the green dot. You got a green dot right here in October too. Look at, you got that candle. You were in at 30,000. It went all the way up to 80, dude, or 75. So if I could encourage you guys to do anything when it comes to trading, is trade with the direction. We know which way the direction is going based on the monthly dot. If it's red, we're going down. Okay, you can see that back here. Red, we're going down. Red, we're going down. Okay, wait for the green. Okay, if you want to go long, wait for the green. If you want to short the market, great. Okay, same thing. You just use the strategy in an inverse way, meaning you're buying shorts on the red dots. Okay, and then you're buying your entries on the red dots on the daily and the monthly, and then you're exiting, right? This is your sell signal if you're shorting, the green dot. That's your sell signal if you're shorting. Okay, so I just want to encourage you guys to really try to understand that. You guys want to trade with the direction. Okay, trade with the direction. And some of you, I know we used to focus a lot on the weekly chart, but the weekly is just not as accurate as the monthly. The monthly is the most accurate chart we can get, guys. The monthly chart is the best chart to trade if you're a long-term investor. If you're looking for the big moves, right, the 100, 200, 300, 400% moves, and not having to sit at your computer for 8 hours a day and trade, the monthly chart is a chart you want to trade. So here's PFE, which is Pfizer. And this one has a green dot on the monthly as well. So we're looking at the daily here. And honestly, this thing is not looking good. Okay, I actually don't like this setup. I'm not a big fan of the company either. I'm actually going to take this one off. I'm not a big fan of pharmaceuticals. I hate pharmaceutical companies, actually, as a matter of fact. Here's CME. This is Comcast. So you can see the wave is down here, but it's not yet green. So I thought a green dot was showing up last week, but it faded. So I'm actually putting that one back in the red list. Here's NEE. This is a energy company. And energy normally performs pretty well when tech is going down. That's like I said earlier, when tech goes down, the smart money, the smart people, right? The people who have all the money in the world, they know, right? They're gonna rotate out of things like Nvidia, and they're gonna buy energy companies, right? This should fall over the next coming months, right? If my prediction is right here on Nvidia, we should see a Nvidia at $50 in 2025. We should see it. Okay. And I'll exit my position once we get the green dot, right? I'll take my stance off if we get a green dot to flip back. But until that happens, I'm fully bearish on tech. Okay. And you can see that even with the QQQs. Okay. Tech is red. Red means down. Okay. Green means up. We do not want to buy or hold when the dot is red. Okay. I don't like watching my money go down. I don't know about you guys. I don't like watching it go down. I don't. I want it to go up. How does it go up? We buy with the trend. We have to trade with the trend. Okay, so NEE is a electric company or a energy company. So what am I doing here on NEE now that the dot is green, right? I have that confirmation of the green dot on the monthly. We're in here on the daily, and here on the daily, looking to buy pullbacks. Okay, buying the pullbacks here, folks. Okay, and we're not really getting any, but we could get one over the next coming weeks to months. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but if it pulls back into the moving average, you can see where it's bouncing. It bounces on that 50 EMA, bounces on the 50, bounces on the 50. Let's pull back down to the 50 and get an entry. Okay, I want to buy a green dot down here on the daily, not necessarily up here, down here. Now that the monthly dot is green, okay, and this thing looks like it wants to continue as well. So that one's on the watch list. We're just looking at the daily now for a pullback, right? We want to buy on the best day possible. The best day possible to buy is a green dot, right? Typically when the blue wave is down here, as long as that monthly dot is green. You want the dots to line up. You want to technically, figuratively speaking, connect the dots. You want to connect the dots, okay? So connect the dots. The monthly dot needs to connect with the daily dot. That's your entry, okay? Just like I showed you guys on the video. Okay, the monthly dot, we got it in August, last month. Boom, monthly dot came. Wonderful. We're on the daily now. We're connecting the dots. This was the day we took our short position. The daily was connecting with the monthly. Okay. That's when we took it. What did we get? A 20% sell off. Okay. And this thing could sell off even more. NVIDIA could sell off even more here. They're in a court case now with the Department of Justice over something. I don't know what it is, but I'm short on that. I'm short on that until the daily dot flips green. Here's Lumen Technology. This thing has had an absolute ripski here, up about it was up as much as 800%. Okay, again, last dot is green on the monthly. We're looking at the daily now. For what? For pullbacks. We want to pull back either into the 50 or the 200 and get a green dot. So again, another name that I'm setting an alert on. Okay, small green dot. We're looking for that. We're creating it. And I'm going to be notified by email when that happens. Okay, and that's where I'd look to take my position. So I want to buy it off an EMA, though. I want to buy it off of this EMA or this EMA, whichever one comes first. Okay, another thing you can look for on the daily chart is when the candle crosses over the 9 EMA. That is our orange line on our indicator. When it breaks out over the orange line, and you could see how it rides that orange line up. That is the momentum EMA. They call it the momentum EMA, the 9 EMA. You want price to just use that as support, okay, all the way up. And you can see right now it's being resistant. So it's down here below the 9. So you want it to break out over it, and then that's when you ride the trade up, right? That's also what you can look for there on the daily, a break of the 9 or a green dot. Here's Rocket Mortgage. So if rates are really going to drop here soon, mortgage companies should be making a lot of money because there's going to be a lot of people buying houses again. Again, green dot on the monthly. It's a little overextended for me to really, really like it. I would need to see a big, big pullback like into 17 or down here into 14 for me to get interested. But you could see how it pulls back into the EMA. It pulled back into the EMA there, pulled back there, pulled back there. There's your trade, right? This is your trade here on April 22nd. Boom, $11 all the way up to 15. That's a 40% move, okay? Down here, boom, here's your entries down here. Rip, dude, that was a 13 to 20. That's about an 80% move there. And you actually got a green dot today, so you could actually take an entry here if you wanted to on Rocket and put a stop loss there at 1962, so you did get that signal. So we always set our stop losses. If you guys don't know what a stop loss is, I'd recommend watching some videos or Googling it. but it's typically just how we protect our downside risk. So what I do is I'd set a stop loss on this name at about 1950. That's the bottom of the green candle we're getting the dot on. As long as that dot remains green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, you have to sell. You have to get out of the position if it flips to red. We never hold through red dots. Okay, we're always making sure the last dot is green on the monthly and the last dot is green on the daily when we are trading. We're never holding through a green dot or a red dot. We're always holding on a green dot. So Rocket actually looks good today. It actually gave you the signal. Okay, the monthly is still green. We're still trending up. So Rocket's actually going to go up there in the looking to buy list. I'd be looking to maybe buy a pullback on that one. On the hourly chart, maybe zoom in a little bit more and try to get an hourly entry. But this is really nice. Really nice. I put the stop loss at like 1950. Okay, that looks good. Here's HNT. This has been another banger on the channel. This was about a 50 or 60% trade for me. But no, there's no data on this specific chart here. Let me pull up KuCoins. So KuCoin gave you a green dot right here in August. We called that thing out. Okay, so August was where? August was right here. This was the beginning of August right here. Okay, you had a big move up. Again, green dot came. We're not buying right when the monthly green dot comes. We want to buy that pullback. That pullback came. Boom, there was your green dot right there on the 8th. Okay, your stop loss was right here at the bottom of the green candle. You're getting the green dot on, right? Bottom of the green candle, you're getting the green dot on. You had a stop loss set right there at 447. Thing ripped all the way from $4 all the way up to about $8. So there's 100% move. Okay, 100% move. And what did we do? All we did was connect the dots, right? Monthly dot. We aim. We're aiming. We're on the target, and we're firing once that thing gets right down the scope. Okay, it gets right down the scope when you get the daily dot. Okay, connect the dots. The daily and the monthly dots is how we do this, folks. This strategy, I don't know a better one right now. I don't see a better strategy right now to protect ourselves from losses. Because again, all you were risking on this green dot was right there at 450. Okay, you were risking 3% on that trade, and you made 100%. Okay, you were selling on this red dot here on the daily. Could have been out right there at 750. Okay, that was your sell target right there. Boom. What did we get? We got a little pullback here, a green dot on this candle, $6. Okay, all the way up there to 8. So that's how we're trading things, folks. We're connecting the dots on the monthly and the daily using our indicator. Here's UNH also. What is it? Green on the monthly. We're aiming. We're on the target. Now we're looking for pullbacks. Okay, looking for pullbacks on UNH. HD. This is Home Depot. Okay, another name that could perform well in a tech sell-off, right? Something like Home Depot. Okay, and if rates go down, people are probably going to be doing home renovations and things like that. So you got to think, okay, these guys could perform well over the coming months because, again, the last dot is green. So wonderful. It's on our watch list. What are we looking for? We're looking for pullbacks on the daily. Okay, and this thing looks like it's getting it. So you can see where it's pulling back into is that 200, that dark blue line. Pulled back into here, ripped up, sold off a little bit, ripped back up, pulled off into the 200, ripped back up, pulled back into the 200. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for that thing to pull back into the 200 again. Okay, and if we get a green dot and the dot on the monthly remains green, okay, we're going to be looking to take an entry on Home Depot. Okay, doesn't move very big, but it move anything in the upward direction is good with me, folks. Anything in the upward direction is good with me. And this is another one I'm going to move up here to the watching close because I'll be looking for that green dot. I can sit here and set my alert. Okay, for a small green dot on the indicator. If you guys are doing the sell signals, you want the small red dots on the indicator. Okay, in this case, I'm setting it for a small green dot. Okay, only once. So I'm going to get an email now when Home Depot prints a green dot, and I can take that entry. The entry was on this candle right here. Boom, at 350. Thing ripped all the way up to 3. That was about a 10-12% move there. Okay, little lower volatile coin there. A lot of you guys are trading altcoins with a $1 billion market cap, and you wonder why your account goes down by 40%. You don't want to you don't want to trade volatile names if you guys can't take the volatility. Okay, trade something like XOM here. This thing moves like 3-4%. Okay, but again, this one is green on the monthly, but it doesn't look very good here on the on the wave. So again, another name, you can wait for the green dot, see where that thing comes, but this thing's really, really choppy right now. So not my favorite looking chart. Here's Lucid. Also, another name that has a green dot here on the monthly. Everything's pointing up, right? Candles are green. Wonderful. We love to see it. Okay, what are we looking for now? We're looking for this pullback into our moving average and a green dot. So the pullback is started. We just need to be patient and wait for the green dot now on the daily. Here's Chewy. Chewy's a pet company. Also, green here on the monthly. Bunch of green candles here. Wonderful. You love to see the green, right? You love to see green candles. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for a pullback and a green dot down here on the indicator to take an entry there. I'd love to buy this thing at like 23 bucks. Lunar. To be honest, this is a penny stock. I have no idea what it is, but it does have a green dot there on the monthly. LUNR is what this thing's called. Let me look this up for us real quick. LUNR. This one. Looks like they operate space products and services. So they're a space company, only a $312 million market cap at the moment. Very choppy at the moment. I'd want to buy a green dot down here on the name to take an entry. But you can see this thing moves very, very big. It's an innovative company, right? We're not doing a lot in space yet. I don't even know if space really exists. But yeah, chart's pointing up. The monthly chart is pointing up. And what we're looking for is green dots down here on the indicator. You can see you got one today. So if you wanted to take that trade, the stop loss is 510 on that potential breakout there. But typically I like to buy the green dots when the blue wave is down here. Right here, I was buying at 345, went all the way up to 6. That's a 100% move there. Here's DJT, just getting absolutely slaughtered, folks. Absolutely slaughtered. Okay, Trump got shot. The stock went up to what? 50 bucks and then just dumped it. Just absolute dump. But you can see this thing dumps really hard, but then it pumps. Dumps really hard, pumps. Dumps really hard, pumps. Dumps really, really hard. I mean, this was from 50 all the way down to 17. People have just gotten absolutely slaughtered. And I can't believe Trump's letting his stock crash into the election, but there is still some time. But it's right down here at a very important support level. That's why it's on the watch list. It does not have a green dot on the monthly yet. We are just watching this one very, very closely because I think this one could be very, very volatile going into election season. Who knows what's going to happen, but this is just a nasty pullback that I want to be a part of when we get a bounce. So watching that one close. Here's SoFi. This is actually one of the names that went off on our alerts. I believe it was yesterday, SoFi. Green dot on the monthly chart. So there you go. SoFi, an innovative financial company. Green dot on the monthly this month. You guys are welcome. Now, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for these pullbacks, baby. We're waiting for the green dot here on SoFi. That's when we're going to take our entry. I'm going to move that one up as well, okay? And once we get the green dot, that is when we can attack, okay? But we're not going to do it until we get the green dot on the daily chart. Right now it's red, so it's trending down. Wait for price to pull back. If we can get it at like $7, I think that's going to be an absolute steal. So make sure the monthly dot holds if you do take a position on this, but we are looking for the daily green dot to confirm our entry. Again, we're aimed in. We got our eye on the target, and we're looking to fire when we get that green dot there. Shopify also had a signal go off green on the monthly. This is a e-commerce company. So these typically perform well when obviously it's Christmas season and people are buying gifts. You got the green dot on the monthly. Okay, we're zoomed into the daily now, looking for a green dot on the daily chart. Okay, I'd like to buy this thing around 68, and that thing looks like it might come soon. I'm gonna go ahead and move that one up as well. So these are the ones I'm like actively looking for throughout the week. I separate them out. So I have the indices. So these are like the big names, right? You got the SPY, the QQQ, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana. I obviously want to know what these things are doing because they're the big ones. Okay, and then I have my holdings. Okay, if you guys want to add a section, you just have to right click and hit add a section. And then you can name the section. Okay, I'm going to delete that though. So I have watching close, which means I'm looking for a green dot on the daily. The second I see a green dot on the daily is when I want to enter. And then section 1, these are just green dots on the monthly, but we need that daily confirmation, just like on Shopify. Okay, it's green on the monthly, but I'm waiting for a pullback now and a green dot on Shopify to take an entry. So that's how you separate your playlist. Here's MasterCard. Again, MasterCard is what? It's green on the monthly. So what are we looking for on MasterCard? We're looking for a big pullback into one of our EMAs, a dramatic big dump, okay, that we could take an entry on. I'd love to buy this thing down here at like 444. Again, I want to buy a green dot down here on the daily, now that the monthly chart is green, and the green is showing up here in September. Here's A-Firm. I'm kicking my own ass for selling this. I think I sold it at like 31. We took the entry right here at what was that, like 24, 25 bucks. Went all the way up to 30. I sold it. This thing ripped on its earnings. So big move up. I think you could definitely see some continuation on A-Firm. This is actually one of my favorite trades right now. Okay, a beautiful pattern forming here on the monthly. So what we're looking for here on the daily is, you guessed it, a green dot. And that is one of my favorite picks once we get that green dot confirmation. I'd like to pull back down to like 30 bucks. 30 bucks, I'd pull the trigger. That would be right where our EMAs are sitting, even right there into the 9. We'll see where the green dot comes, though, on A-Firm. So these are the stocks I'm watching very close this week. Okay, these are very, very good names. Everything else on our red list is just, this is still red on the monthly. So we're looking to short these names. Okay, we'd be short these names on the monthly until we get that signal called out, right? Until we get that signal called out over here in alerts, we can't move it to our green list. So that's the great thing about being a part of the community, is you guys can see when these dots flip green. And when they flip green, boom, that's when we're watching them. That's when we're zooming into the daily and looking to pinpoint our entries. But as long as this dot is green on the monthly, we're not looking to enter. Okay, that is a discipline we must have here as investors. We cannot hold through the red dots unless we want our accounts, watch our accounts go down. You can see the Riot blockchain one came at 14 bucks. It's down at $7. That's a 50% drop because you decided to hold through the red dot. You just got to be disciplined, folks. Okay, trading is not for everybody. You're not going to win every trade. You got to learn how to lose, and you got to learn how to lose fast. And I believe we give you the keys and the strategies on this channel to do just that. Let's see if we got any chart requests over here. I think we had a couple. One for Toncoin, TON-USD. Toncoin, yeah. This guy's CEO got arrested for something. Nobody knows what he got arrested for, but you can see the monthly dot is red, so I would not be looking to take any long positions. I would have sold last month in August, right there at 7, or maybe up here. Okay, when the wave gets way up here, right, that's when you want to sell. Okay, that's when we're up in this territory right here, folks. New paradigm delusion. So, yeah, just be careful on TON. I'd be shorting it. I'd be shorting TON. I'd be in here on the daily chart. I'd be looking for pumps. Okay, boom. I would have shorted it right here on this red dot. Bang. I would have took a short. Boom. You're up a massive amount right there. Massive amount. Okay, and I just stay away. Stay away from Toncoin because this thing looks like it's absolutely about to get wrecked. Other chart requests we got. If you guys got chart requests throughout the week, feel free to put them over here inside the chart request thread. We got KAS. Also, just very overextended. I don't know about these names. I don't know. Look for an entry on the daily. Look for an entry on the daily, but I don't have any data on the monthly. I wonder if I could find a different chart here. Yeah, no data on the monthly. So this is a little bit new of a coin. I'd be in here on the daily trade in the daily chart. So look for the green dot on the daily on KAS there. I can't tell you what the monthly says. TIA. Okay, TIA, just getting clawed, dude. Just getting slaughtered. Okay, ugly. Very, very ugly. I don't know what this name is, but it's in a very big downtrend. I think there's some better names to own. I'd wait for a green candle. Okay, I'd wait for a green candle or a green dot. There's no data here on the daily, so be careful, right? As long as we're getting rejected. You see how it's getting rejected off the 50 EMA there? That light blue line, rejected, 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 rejected. We're in a downtrend, right? Obviously, we're in a downtrend because the monthly is trending down, right? Down. We want to trade with the trend. We want to trade when the candles are green, when the dot is green. That's just how we do it here at Overkill Trading. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. If you guys need anything, hit me up in the Discord. The link to join is down in the description and pinned in the comment section below. If you're on Twitter, feel free to leave me a comment. I always read my messages in the comments on YouTube. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, I'd be happy to reach out and see what we can get going. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know that I'll do a video next week just because I'm getting married. We're leaving on Wednesday, and Wednesdays are normally when we drop videos. So I'll keep you guys updated, though, in the Discord. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.